What is up, guys? Alright, so from the last video that I made, I kinda accidentally kept on cutting, and I didn't record or take a picture of some of the stuff that I got. I'm sorry about that. So I got level 8, but don't worry, I'll keep on taking the snap pictures of that to show you guys my, the improvements and everything. So I'm sorry. At the current moment, I plan on getting up to 15 wood cutting. I have a little bit of time, like I had my girlfriend's a little bit, and okay, so if you haven't noticed that, from the last video I made, I posted a video about 2 days ago, and I know I said I was going to post every video every Friday, and I wound up posting it on Thursday. I got a video already made, but anyways, so I got another one to put out. I'm going to put that one out probably in the next couple days, and then yes, it'll start being every Friday. I'll trying to figure out what days exactly to stream so I can tell you guys, like, so where you guys know when to watch me, if you do decide. But, alright guys, I know I keep on telling you guys I'm taking pictures, and it's just because it's so fast paced, because I know these levels are going to go by so fast because they're so small. If you guys are pretty brand new to the site, or not site, but my RuneScape. So, normally when you first started out and everything, like, you normally skill, I mean, there's a lot of people obviously that do melee, which a lot of people do that, because you can go to Slayer once you become a member and do all that stuff and make some money off that. Even killing over there and killing some goblins, or you can get bones. I mean, the only thing you're really gonna get is bones. You might get some beads from, like, because I know there's some quests you can do too, that you have to kill those to get beads. But, I can't remember which one it was. You have to, like, 4 beads. But, anyways, what I was saying is that, like, I personally didn't do it, but they're, like, my friends, they've done it too. Or they've done it. I haven't, but there's a lot of people out there that have. Go out there and start making money off monsters. Like I said, I don't know exactly what monsters you can kill. You can probably go out there and kill monsters off hill giants, or once you get higher into level. Yeah, there is an option of see, it keeps on going away. You see what I'm talking about? I don't know if it's just because you sit there for a long period of time and it just goes away, because normally my other account, like, you go on and it just shows you the complete experience that you have of, like, 32 million or whatever the fuck that is, and then you just go do it. I don't necessarily want to see those. I mean, that's just the level up. I mean, once I get a higher level, then it'll be like a little harder to get, obviously, to get all those, but right now I won't be doing that. Anyways, what I was saying about the melee, you can make money off that. Like, normally I go up skills, because once you can hit the oaks and go up to the rock and do all that, unless you want to keep on doing willows, like either or. Willows, I want to say are 35 XP each, and I don't think they're that much, because not many people really buy those. People more buy oaks than yews. So once you hit yews, which is 60, those are your money making. It's just, the only problem is, like, first off, obviously getting the level up to that, but it's, the other thing would be, the location and the time, because they do take a long time to cut. I mean, you'd have to be AFK to do that. Like, I mean, what I did, I mean, when I got 9, I don't have my other main account, which I can't get into anymore. He does have 9 wood cutting, but I chopped ivy, if you know what that is. That's literally, you just chop a wall and you just chop. I mean, you sit there all day. You don't have to go bank or anything. You can get seeds from the wall and stuff, and basically you can sit there 24/7 and just literally just cut the wall. That's all you do. All you do is collect seeds. The vines come down. I think you may have to drop them, but most of the time you just do it. But anyways, you can go off that. What was I saying? Oh, the 60 wood cutting. Okay, so once you hit the use, I mean, it's the location and the time, because it takes a long time to cut those, even when you're higher level. Yes, they go a little bit faster, but not like a whole lot. Alright, I gotta go. Yeah, they don't go a whole lot. It's kind of just like Shark. I mean, yeah, they are faster, but, like, it's just like Shark, where, like, once you hit a certain level, it just, even if you can do them, they don't go by faster. Like, I have 9 on fishing in my other account, and they still don't go by faster. If you have max in the game, it still doesn't go off like that. Alright, but anyways, besides all that stuff, I mean, like, yeah, melee's the best. I mean, that, And then if you are a pretty good newcomer too, doing all this stuff, like you can go do a I can't remember what it's called. You can go to the Barbarian Village and then run, and you can get 10k, 10,000 coins. But I'll show you where you have to go for that. Because you're here, and for that, you have to walk all the way to LE right here. I can't remember what it's called, but like you go in there and there's like 4 different levels. They're all different. The monsters are all different ones, but like if you pass all of them, I mean, as long as you bring in, you might want to work on your XP a little bit, but you can still go through there as level 3. I mean, I've done it. You just gotta really, really, really be careful, because if you get hit by certain people, then you're screwed. I mean, they can literally almost I mean, it'll take a couple hits to hit you, but they can get pretty fast. And they can knock you down pretty fast. I don't know, okay. But the reward's good because they can give you a pair of gloves and they'll give you 10k. I can't remember if it's like fancy gloves or something like that, but like they'll give you gloves, they'll give you 10k. Why is this so? There we go. That's better. Now I feel better. Well, my title said fucking can't talk, but I'll do that. But obviously I can talk. Alright, so yeah, okay. Wait, so anyways, you can get that, you get 10k, and then go out there and do your stuff. I mean, you can go out and like what I did is, when I first started, I don't know if anybody else here did it, but when I first started, you come out to, you end up out of here when you get to 4th level, and you come back up here. Well, you come over here, and there's the goblins that are right here, so you can fight those. I mean, there's like there's always a goblin still out there, as long as there's no one else over there, unless you have the Hoppe world. But there's once you hit, you can keep on going like this, work on whatever combat you want to work on, and you stay there till like maybe, I mean, I did it till like 15 or 20, and then you can start attacking hill giants. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure the music's good for you guys. Yeah, it's worth it. I'd say it's not like the best, because obviously you can go out there and make better, but at a time when you're a low level, like you still can go off that, and it's good. Especially if you're trying to be a peer and go attack those things, it's pretty decent. It's decent money because you can collect the big bones and make money off those, or you can go in the other room and kill wolves. Like me, personally, I know I said you can go in there and like keep on going like that until you're, and make some money off it, but I stayed in there. So, the 4 levels that I was talking about in the Barbarian, I can't remember what the fuck it's called. But when you come in, like I said, when you come over here and you do that, I can't remember what it's fucking called, but you go in there and there's 4 different levels of the dungeon. And each one is like higher and higher level. So like, what I did was I went in there and I leveled up through that. And whatever you need in any levels like there, you'll make good money off it. You get decent, I mean, you get decent money. Not the best, but you get decent money, and you get your combat level up. So whatever you did, like I said, when I was a kid, I did all peers and all that stuff. I made a peer range. I made any peer you can fucking imagine. Besides, like a couple of them, like I mean, some of them are like some people come out there. I mean, my cousin did it. It didn't really work for me because it just didn't seem like it was the best. But like my cousin did like a mage slash melee, and for me it didn't really work. But then again, my cousin's more like click savvy, like or PvP savvy. I'm not really a PvP person. I mean, yeah, I'll go out there and PK, but I'm not really that kind of guy. I mean, I did it for a little bit, but it just, I don't know. I'd rather just do skilling, make money off this. Like, that's what I do, because it's just straight cash, where, I mean, like, you don't have any risks. You go out there and you PK, like, you're risking all your items when you go out there and attack somebody, along with all that stuff. I was just talking about the barbarian, that place when you go in there and kill them. So basically, I always start with peers. Okay, so yeah, my cousin's like remote. My cousin's more click savvy, so he's the better one to do all that stuff. I did it, but I'm not the best at it. I mean, obviously, I watched him a lot more, and I got interested in it, and I still did it, but it's just not me. I'd rather do skilling, pure skilling, because at least there, when you PK, you're risking yourself. You're risking the money you're using. You're risking the items you're using, and you could die. Which I died a lot. Where skilling like this, you're making pure money. No worries, no nothing. I mean, you might get like another special event or like blah blah blah. I mean, the only thing that's really that you have to be concerned about would be like that you're just taking a long time to do it. So you're just sitting there literally just cutting a tree. But over time, when you get higher and higher level, it becomes worth it because you can actually make good money off it. So yeah, these things aren't really that much because obviously you can see from right here. I'm selling these for. Amaretto, what's up? You only sell these for 1 coin a piece. Oaks are a little more at least. That's the reason why I'm trying to get up to 15, so I can show you guys how to do that. Actually make some decent money. What's up, buddy? Yeah, go out there and make some oaks, and I can't remember how much they are. I want to say they're 2 GP, but I mean, like, at least once you get all that stuff and you make some money, you can actually bring this to the GE, the Grand Exchange, and I'll go over there. Like, once I hit about 15, I'll be going to do that. I'll be walking out there and then do that, and the only problem is that there's no willows over there, so I mean, you can't do willows till you're 30, even though they don't really sell. I don't know why they don't sell, because, I mean, like, you can do construction and shit, but you have to have a higher construction to even get into any of that. And it's a pretty decent, like, I mean, you have to have a pretty, I'm not saying high, but pretty decent amount. 13 wood cutting. Yeah, it's just like you use that to make benches and make it to use different things, and I just never knew why that, like, they never were good money. I don't know why. But, I mean, you can go out there, like, I mean, me and my friend went out there and caught, like, fucking, like, 3 or 6K of it, and yeah, they barely even sold. People buy more of the oaks. They buy oaks and yews. And then especially when you get back into, like, when you get higher in level and everything like that, like, you go out there and get yews and you sell those, and they make good money. Oh, what I was saying is that, like, you can use them for construction. I mean, obviously, like, there's different ways. Like, if you guys are brand new, there's different ways you can use different logs. So, like, when you do all this, like, you can fletch bows. Like, there's your fletching. You can't, like, I mean, you can't, obviously, I can't make that because I'm not a member right now. But, you make arrow shafts. You can turn them into broad. You can make them into broad arrows, and that's where the smithing comes in because, like, you can make pure money just off that. Go out there, smith. Like, if you pure. That's why if I never thought about that, but, like, if you literally make all your own stuff, kind of like an Iron Man, except like you actually sell your own stuff instead of going out there and buying it, like you'll make a lot of profit off that. So, for instance, if you go out there and like say you become a member, go out there, you cut the logs, make some arrow shafts, and then you go out there get feathers. You can go kill some chickens for some feathers. Go out there, depending on what your fletching level is. You make certain arrows and then you go out there and sell them. I mean, like when you go out there and fletch, if you see them, you got your arrows, turn your arrows, you go in there, you can see 15 is iron arrows, and I mean, they're fucking like 2 GP each, so like once you get higher into the level like steel and myth, it's the same concept as, when you go attack. Here, bronze, iron, steel's 5, black is 10, I don't really go with white, even though the reason why it looks fucking sweet. If you get white, all white, it looks fucking sweet. There's myth at 20, adamant at 30, and it's the same thing with range. You can use adamant arrows at 30, you can use 40 at rune, or sorry, rune at 40, and then go into the malls, and the dragon, like I was saying before in the other video, dragon, and then you got your Daharoks, and like all that stuff at 70, like it gets really fun at 70. But anyways, like you can use those, and like you can use them in a range and stuff, and it gives you higher bonuses and everything, and higher bonuses. It makes you hit higher because you're a higher level in it. So once you make them, I'm just saying like different money making methods. But I mean, so that's for arrows. If you wanted to do that, I'm trying to think of like different money making methods you could do. Like besides smithing, go in there and do that. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so. You can use it for that, or the construction, like I was saying. You can use it for, they make benches, they make, different bows, the arrows, like I already said. See, look. Just for instance, short bows, long bows, oak short bows. Like, once you make oaks, you make it into that, and you go out there and make bowstrings, which you have to go out there to. So, to make bowstrings, or not bowstrings, sorry, yeah, to make bowstrings, to make the bow, you have to go all the way, I mean, you have to be a member to do that, obviously. But where it goes, you have to go all the way out here. So you teleport out here to Cami, or Camelot, that's what it's called. You go here, and you go into this flex field right here. You go into this flex field, you take it, you go into here, string your bow, or string your flax, turn them into bow strings, and then that's when you use it with the bow and make it. I mean, honestly, like a lot. I can't remember how many years ago I did it, but like I did that personally, and it was pretty good money. It's just the fact that it's just time consuming. I did it with like you can make good money either off the use or magics, depending on what your what cutting is, unless you wanted to go something smaller like a maples. It's just the fact of like how much money you actually want to make. If you're making a pure from scratch, I mean, if you're going out there and saying like if it, just for instance, if you went out there and you cut, say, depending on how much, like I said, time and how much, like say if you have 70 wood cutting.